Wayne, you've been keeping the react and the research up to date over the last 2 or 3 days. You have this scenario where if this conflict lasts weeks or more, you look at the airstrike capabilities the United States has and who might benefit. We showed some of those names on the screen just there, but give us your latest research, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on. When you think about this conflict so far, a lot of the munitions experts, right, you're looking at RTX, you're looking at Lockheed and Northrop, are really the ones that are set really to benefit off of part of this because they're going to have to replenish what they've got. The problem is that as we continue to expend a lot of the munitions right now, especially if you're looking at your AIM-9Xs and your AMRAAMs, which are your aircraft missile shots, as well as your Tomahawks that are coming from your naval vessels, which comes from RTX. These are the ones right now that are going to be critical also in further contingencies that we would look down the road 2027 and beyond. So we want to make sure that there's a balance between both, that we are using them effectively now and having the ability to replenish them in the future.
When we turn to you, because not only are we lucky enough to have you as a senior defense research analyst here with us at Bloomberg Intelligence, but your past experience with the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense up until 2024, the fact that you were so ingrained with the Department of the Army as well. Therefore, are we well placed when you're looking out to 2027 and the likes? And in the here and now, are we using the right strategic assets?
Yeah, no, great question. And so the bottom line I try to tell a lot of people is the U.S. military does a very good job of making sure that they have contingency plans in place. They war game these all the time to say, okay, these types of conflict scenarios that we would be looking at would require this amount of munitions. It would require these amount of aircraft. It would require these amount of targets that we would want to be able to hit. When you put all those into place, I guarantee you that there is not a way where the President of the United States got a briefing from the Pentagon that says, hey, we're going to run out of missiles in a specific period of time if we were to go into Iran. So they have those contingencies in place. They know what they're doing from that. Given the fact that we have air superiority as well, means that we have plenty of resupply capability in the area as well.
So I want to talk about what's happening on the ground. Our colleagues at Bloomberg News and at Bloomberg Economics have basically done the missile math. For the United States, this has been focused on the Patriot missile system, right? $4 million missiles, whereas Iran has deployed lower-cost $20,000 drones. There is evidence that the U.S. is also looking at drone strategy. What are you seeing in the data that's being published?
Yeah, we're doing a lot right now. The U.S. is doing a lot, especially on counter-drone technology as part of the Pentagon's Replicator 2.0 initiative. There are a lot of companies out there right now, BAE working on APKWS as well. That's been something that's been used in Ukraine as well from a counter-drone capability. And then you're also, you start looking at things like directed energy, high-powered microwaves, and high-energy lasers. Those are further out, right? They are not right now at the point of full-rate production and scalability. But it starts to ask the question, like you guys are talking about, is you have to be able to look at the magazine depth, how much it costs for us to be able to shoot those things down, and they've got to be alternate technologies that are out there that can help us be able to do that a lot cheaper. You look at it on munitions side of the house, we reverse engineered, the United States reverse engineered a Shahed drone specifically to create the Lucas drone. So from a strike perspective, you're now looking at, instead of a $1.5 million Tomahawk missile, you could actually use a $35,000 unmanned one-way attack drone, which this is the first operational employment that has been out there is during this time in Iran.